Hey everybody, it's Andy here at Game Tilly, and we're back for another Vintage League, and we're going to play some Turbo Shieldred today. And this is basically a Wheels deck. We've got Hull Breachers, we got Shieldred, we got Narcid, we got Bowmasters that are triggered by our wheels. And I mean, these cards don't need any introduction. They're very powerful against opposing decks, and we just happen to have a little bit of synergy with them in our own deck to make them go off. I've got the Lorne Revealed package. I'm only going to play 3 to try and turn on my lands here. But a little bit of spice here with Mikakoro, Center of the Sea. Be able to, once again, turn those aforementioned cards on. So this is what we're going to get into today. Sideboard, I'm going to keep Sinks of the Steel Wind in here. I do think that it's still very good against a lot of the Squee decks that are running around right now, and I think Leyline is just the correct call. For Squee as well as Dredge, and we've got some removal package here for White Initiative, and it obviously taking shops quite seriously in this matchup here with the 3 Hercules, and the other cards don't need a whole lot of introduction. But let's see how this goes, guys. As always, appreciate you hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you round 1. Okay. I did play this opponent in my last league, and they were on Squee. So this could be a tough matchup for us. Let's see. It's pretty nice. We're going to keep this one. Very nice. Now, Shieldred is extremely powerful against what my opponent is doing here. Or do I prefer to have Hull Breacher? I feel like Shieldred is the more powerful card here. Oops. If that's indeed what we're playing against. I mean, there's a world where Hull Breacher is better as well, but let's see. Like, this blocks hollow ones. And let's see if that can hold the fort down. Okay, they are not. Great to draw land there. I wish it was a black source, but that's okay. We've got some good counter magic here. In the least, in 2 turns, we are going to be able to get a Soul Ring to be able to turn on our Hull Breacher. Now, of course, Swords to Plowshares is a problem. Love a land here. They do have a Swords. Okay. Well, we will fight over that for sure. Shieldred's very important to our game plan here. Looks like they might have a Flusterstorm. We've put quite a bit of resources into our stuff here. Okay. That was a good draw for us. Now this means that we might have to use our Hull Breacher to pitch to our Force of Will, but that's totally fine. Shieldred is so good. So the question I have here, okay, I could have vamped there, but sped through my turn. Do we want to make a construct? I don't think so. I think just a Soul Ring is adequate here. I mean, they have to do something about the Shieldred, right? They're dead next on their upkeep. Okay. Esper Lurus. So I like the way we're constructed reasonably well. I could maybe see a Fatal Push coming in. I also don't mind Soul Guide Lantern, believe it or not, against what they're doing. Can I just take out a Merchant Scroll? I mean, there's just a dearth of good cards here. I find Merchant Scroll to be, yes, I can go and find an Ancestral with it, but we've got wheels for days here. Another nice looking hand here. Obviously having Black Lotus is a pretty big game. I can't unfortunately draw with the Hull Breacher there, but that's because it'll happen in my upkeep. Let's see what they do here. They're going to Time Walk. Sort of the Meek. You got it. Okay. Here you go. Okay. So I am going to Hull Breacher here. And I suspect that this is likely to get countered. But I think that's okay. It's in. Do they have a Swords? Nope. All right, just a concession there. Yeah, I mean, we're going to Flash and Bowmaster. I expected this to get countered, then Flash and Bowmaster. But we'll take a win there. See you next round. Okay, here we are in round 2, guys. Let's see. I was going to say, drawing Black Lotus sure makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? We didn't get it this game, though. Okay, what do we want to do here? We'll play that out. See what we're dealing with. Key up. I think I'm going to Ancestral or Vampiric here. I think Ancestral is good enough to go get in this situation. They got their own ancestral? Just give my ability to play around Spell Pierce and Flusterstorm. Okay, so they do have a force here. I guess we'll fight over that, right? I think so. I mean, this is a telegraphed Pyroblast, but maybe they don't have it. Okay, they do have Fluster. All right. I cannot pay for all those. Well, we can replenish hands next turn. Hopefully I draw a Hull Breacher. And hopefully my opponent doesn't have Vault Key. Ponder, okay. So we're kind of losing this one, but we'll see what happens. I mean, we're lower on resources. So I'll go, okay. They did not shuffle. All right. I mean, Hull Breacher is really good. It's going to cost me my pedal to do it, but my hope is that they're going to draw something and play into it and give me a treasure token, which would allow me to wheel with Hull Breacher. Let's see what happens here. Reveal a sorcery card. That's fine. Tinker. Well, we're going to have to see if we can draw a land, guys. I mean, first things first, let's see if we can resolve the Hull Breacher. It's in. Can we find a land for the win? We did. I mean, let's see if it resolves. This is a really big game if it works. Okay, so Tinker is gone. I can Citadel here. And Citadel does seem pretty good, doesn't it? I'm at 16 life. Is that even necessary? I could Vampiric and I could play a land. I could Vampiric Brainstorm. I mean, I don't think it's necessary, right? Play a Citadel. Or should I? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to cast the Citadel. Because we have Force of Will in our hand here, and Vampiric, and we're going to get to untap, we would have been okay. I was just really thinking through what are my other lines. Like, do I want to wheel again here? I totally could. Okay, so what do we want to do? I'm not 100% sure what we're playing against because I just saw a Burning Wish. Burning Wish is quite a unique choice. Could just be a rug deck of some sort. I think I'm just going to take it in as is. All right. Yeah, I think this hand is okay. We don't have anything outside of the misstep here to interact with, but we've got definitely got a Saga hand. That's fine. Obviously, we want our Brainstorm to be good for us when we use it because we have a lot of land. Okay, Saga. Mikakoro. Okay. So not an amazing start for us, but not terrible either. We're going to be able to make at least a Saga token. Oh, they're just all in on the Saga, eh? That's kind of scary for them. So I am going to make a Saga here as they float. Hopefully. I did not let that trigger pass me by. It shouldn't have. And what do we want to get here? Should I brainstorm right now? Maybe. Versus just giving them the Lotus. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then, me having to wait for them if the Lotus is in play. Okay. So, I mean, next turn we're going to be able to set this up. I think I can put Mikakoro and Underground away. We didn't find a counter spell outside of our misstep, so we'll see here. But we are going to have enough mana to be able to do these two things together. I can in my upkeep. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, Soul Ring. Okay, they just got Tinker. This could be a Tinker. Karn. Okay. I mean, Karn's pretty good. Yep, shrinks my guy. Okay. What can we get here? Do I have a needle? I do not. I still get this. Wish I had a needle. And I am going to main cast this here because I want to be able to get it into play, and I don't have enough mana otherwise. So we'll see if they have a force. I mean, considering they didn't have any land, I'm presuming they're sitting on a counter package. Yeah. Okay. This gets us into Karn. So I guess we Vampiric, looking for an Ancestral. Demonic Tutor. Okay. So they're going to go tinker themselves. Okay. Are they going to ancestral here? Hmm. So they're very likely to go and get a tinker here. I can't do anything about Karn. I guess I ancestral myself and hope to hit a force. I think this is my best bet. This isn't optimal, guys, but I'm going to try and sneak one out here. They've got Flusterstorm. It's a bummer, but Pyroblast. Well, I do have Pyroblast beat. I will Fluster or Misstep here. And hopefully we can hit. Force of Will. That was amazing. Okay. We're going to keep attacking Karn here. Do they get a tinker themselves? Dig through time. Well, I think I'm going to force dig. My question is do I want to tinker here? And I do think tinker is probably better than Hull Breacher on our end. They didn't have a counter for the ancestral, so hopefully they don't have one here. They do. Okay. It's pretty good. That resolves. Okay. Burning Wish? A braid. Okay. I'm totally fine with that. Burning Wish. Oh, interesting. Okay. Sorcery. What are they going to get? Tinker. Okay. Well, we are going to be able to tinker into a Citadel here. Bowmasters. All right. That was pretty lousy for us. Double land. What are you going to do, eh? Now they can tinker. Let's see how they do. Hopefully they have to tinker away their Sol Ring. That would be nice. And if things go wrong here, we can Bowmaster and Wheel next turn. So they are going to get something out of their Karn yard here. Are they just going to get a cage? That'd be really weird considering they have a Tinker. Pithing Needle, okay. What would they put Pithing Needle on? Okay. On Saga? Oh, I see what they're doing here. Yeah, that, okay. Well, let's see how we do here. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're going to get to draw lots of cards here. Ancestral, I cannot punish them for that. I thought we had this one, but our Citadel bricked really hard. And that's the problem with these types of decks in Citadel, right? Okay, we can concede this one here. That's the problem with these types of decks, is that you have what would be called really bad Citadels, despite not hitting a counterspell or something like that is disappointing. Let's see how we do. I am enjoying playing this deck. I will say that much. All right. We got the turn one Shieldred. Or we're about to attempt turn one Shieldred. This card does hit hard. I beg your pardon, excuse me. Burning Wish. Okay. Karn. Okay. All right, all right. I can kill. Well, I can't quite kill it, but I'm going to attempt to kill it. I guess they go and get a Tinker. Oh, no, that's Burning Wish. Let's see what they get here. Pithing Needle, maybe. If they put Pithing Needle on Lorn Revealed, that would be pretty bad for me. Which is, that line is starting to become a very good idea. Liquid Metal Coating, okay. I can respect it. Okay. So they got Liquid Metal Coating, except I'm going to be able to kill the Karn here. Interesting. Okay. Go get an Underground Sea here, I think. I will play the Underground Sea, and I'm going to Ancestral myself right now. If they have a Force of Will, it's totally fine. Hopefully they don't, and we draw our own Force would be really awesome. Okay, they have a negation. I didn't want to play into Pyroblast, guys. That's why I did that the way I did. And of course, we're playing into Force Negation doing that. But okay. So card draw is currently off for them. Liquid metal coating. Okay. I guess a null rod. That was really weird. Force of will. Nice draw. Okay. I could cast Lauren Revealed here, but I think it's more important to have Force of Will here. Get a fetch here. I will get a red source, and I am going to take a look here, see if I can't find a wheel. Okay, Hull Breacher solid. If for nothing more than to pitch to the Force of Will, and we could draw with Lauren Revealed next turn. Okay, so my Shieldred is doing some work here. Yep. Let the Burning Wish go. 5 Force. Oh, I see what they're trying to do. Yep. I think the Hull Breacher is probably just better in case they somehow do get rid of this. So I'm gonna pitch the Lauren Revealed here. We should be able to play around Flusterstorm here. Maybe not. I should be able to, yeah. And that's my play. All right. See you guys next round. Okay. I feel like this player is a white initiative player. And this hand doesn't really do much. I think I'm mulligan that one. Okay, this one I can live with. Can I put a land away? Right, I'm going to flash in Bowmasters, and where can I put the Lauren Revealed away? Probably Lauren Revealed away is fine. Let's see what happens here. I think this is pretty good regardless. And try and set up a Tinker. Now, if we get turn one caught with the Archon, obviously not going to be good enough, but Like, let's just hope they play a Thalia. I mean, I have no idea what they're playing, but that my gut is that is what they like to play. Lotus, I do not like that. It is white. Seasoned Dungeoneer. Hmm. I have to do it this way, because my fear is if I don't, they're just going to drop a Thalia. So I can pay for the Mystical Tutor if they just pass turn. If they're smart, they'll name Tinker, but then I'll just do an Ancestral. And if they take Bowmaster, then I know what they're up to with Thalia. Yeah, I mean, this could be worse. They kept this maybe based that they know I'm a Bazaar player. Orcish Bowmaster, yep. Okay. And they do have Thalia. Oh, interesting. Can't search their libraries. Well, that is totally fine. I think we just go get a Tinker here, right? Yeah. Tinker. Okay, you're in. Oh, I can't tinker with this. Oh, yeah, that was really bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're losing. I mean, we got lots of good draws here still, but yeah, that the Leon Arbiter is a good one. Okay. Saga. Can't search my library. Wow, this is really brutal, guys. Okay. Hull Breacher. It's not bad. It's fun. I mean, I made a mistake here, right? That was obviously extremely costly. Like, if I had an Ancestral, it'd be a much different game right now. We're not out of this, though. Good draw. Very good draw. Next turn, I can Merchant Scroll for an Ancestral. I will trade with the Hull Breacher here. It's possible they have removal, but I think that's okay. Okay. Do I want to brainstorm first? Probably. See if I can find a land, and I did. So this is not very good. And tinker, I am moving very close towards tinkering here now. Oh! That was awful. Not my tightest play, guys. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I can tinker. I'm at 11 life, though. Probably should not have played that. I think it's fine. Okay. Anyways. The Citadel has been a laughing stock this league so far, the 2 times I've used it. I mean, we'll see what we get here next, but I'm presuming they're going to wasteland me here. Yep. Flusterstorm. I think we'd like an underground sea here. Mental misstep is certainly not optimal. We will get an ancestral recall. There's that misstep, naturally. Like, do you think we could have bricked any harder off our Citadel? We literally bricked every single action we took there. Like, just awful. There's a Hull Breacher. I will cast that. Lauren Revealed is certainly not looking appetizing to cast. There's a Saga. Did I already play land here? Yep, I guess I did. So another El Brico. All right. And all of that, we didn't even find a force. Okay. I mean, they're going to go after my Academy, and the good news is that I will have an Urza Saga here next turn. We can flash in our Hull Breacher. Okay. Have you ever seen anything like this? Like, it is insane how bad all of this is. I'm going to cast another one here, another Lorne Revealed, see if we can find something. Narset. I mean, I guess that's worth casting, right? There's a Time Twister. So what I can do is I can put the Time Twister in my hand rather than pay the life, which is what I think I want to do. Yeah. I'll play the Sog out. And so what do we have here? I'm not quite sure how this works. The next question I have is, do I actually want to draw them cards? Oh, they don't draw cards, naturally. Okay. My opponent has messaged me here that what has happened. And of course, their clock is running here. So I presumably they just need to respond here. Okay. They were trying to choose which replacement effect between Hull Breacher, Orcish Bowmasters, and Narset. And so I guess it's not intuitive on Magic Online. Okay, so we are playing against white, and certainly I think we want some removal in this type of a situation. I don't think Tabernacle's likely to be good, but Flusterstorm probably not great. I still think Shieldred is worth considering here. Mental Misstep might be okay. I could see wanting a basic for this matchup. Probably could cut a Narset here would be my gut feeling. It's 61. We need to cut one more. I honestly think Tinker Citadel is just so bad. Honestly, I might just cut it. I think it's that ridiculously terrible. Put in a Narset and put in a Pithing Needle. These on Wasteland could be pretty good. Maybe take out the Narset. Just try something like this. Yeah, like Tinker is just awful. This Citadel is just an embarrassment. That's pretty awkward. It's pretty amazing if we find a land, though. I'm going to keep it. Chancellor. That's pretty brutal. Don't try this at home, folks. I'm going to have to burn the Chancellor effect here no matter what I do. And I'm just going to have to force a will here. Okay. Let's see, they are low on resources here. So I am going to just burn a force of will here. And it's definitely not optimal, but I just have to, like, super risky line here, but just Dismember can help clean this up pretty quickly if I can find a land. Um, so how do you like that too? A basic? I didn't even think about that. This thing costs 7, 3, 4, 5. Just have to hope I don't get strip mined here. That would be the single best card they could have against me here, I would think. Strip mine. Oh, wow. They're getting close to this Chancellor, guys. And I cannot beat Chancellor. Okay, great. So I think what I'm going to do is do a Lorne Revealed. I'm going to go and get Underground Sea. I'm going to play an Underground Sea, and I'm just going to Ancestral myself here. See if we can find a... okay, I mean, Saga's pretty good. Now, if I can just keep them off doing anything here, we got a chance. But I am worried about this Chancellor all of a sudden. Well, I guess they need double white to make it work. Mm-hmm. So probably going to put this on Urza Saga, and I think that's okay. I think it's okay. Hullbreacher, yep, okay. Ooh, that's a pretty good one, isn't it? All right. Saga is a powerful tool here. I just hope they brick for a little bit longer. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're taking some damage here, guys. I'm going to see if I can't find another Dismember here with this thing. What is the casting cost of this thing? 2. Guess we just get a Fatal Push. Let's get rid of that thing. Okay. So look, we're still taking a little bit of damage here, but next turn we should be able to get out a Shieldred, which can hold the ground down and start to replenish my life total. All right. Okay, guys, here we are in round 4. Lurus. I think this hand is fine. Let's take a look and see what we got. Okay. Yep, they can see because I'm fetching it away. I do have to watch Lavinia here. Lavinia is a bit of a problematic card for me. Might need to do a preemptive time walk here. Which I'm not thrilled about, but unfortunately I do not have the luxury of playing around Wasteland in this match right now. I think I am going to time walk here. Okay. Do I want to just naturally try and draw a land? Tinker Vault Key here, but I'm quite a ways away from doing that. I think I'm going to go and get an Ancestral here. And we'll see. They might have double force here, and I think that's okay. I will fight over this, get rid of my Narset. We'll see, because I don't know how much they're going to want to gut their hand in order to fight this. Now, they do have a Mitful, and I think it's very possible, intuition, that if they want to force a will here, it's not the end-all be-all for me. So they do actually have force if they want to get rid of their Lavinia here to stop this. Oh, Flusterstorm. Oh, that was devastating. What a pickup from them. Okay. Hopefully they put them all on the Force of Will. Nope. Yeah, okay, so we're losing this one pretty bad. And I would imagine this to be a tough matchup for me. Okay, so it's not a Lavinia, which is the good news. Haywire Might, yep. Force of Will. Not thrilled about that, but... So Haymire Might is not live yet. So hopefully they do not have another land here or Mox to turn this on. Okay, Lotus is a good one. They can play both Lavinia and do their... Oh, they're just going to mite it away. Yep, okay. Yep, okay. Okay. We do have a wheel coming. Probably flip this for another Saga. Okay. I mean, what's the likelihood they have another one here, right? They maybe have a needle, but if they're needling here, I don't think that's the end all be all here. Now, my Force of Will is going to be shut off with Lavinia if they go that route. Lurus can't quite get to hand yet. The Lotus is used. 4 cards. So I know they have Force of Will and Lavinia in hand. Let's see if they go for a Pithing Needle here. Mox, okay. So they're going to cast Lavinia here. Yep, it's in. Okay. They did not play a land by the looks of it. So we do have a chance here. They do have Force of Will. I know they do. So I can't quite set up the Time Vault kill here yet because I need to get... Well, actually, do they, though? I just feel like I need to make constructs here in this particular situation while I still have an ability to do so. These constructs may be able to take over the game completely. So I don't think I should get greedy with Time Vault right now. Yep, Time Walk's a good one. Taking some damage here. I am getting low on life, so it's going to be close, this one. I just really hope my opponent can't get Lurus to hand. Okay, great news for me, I think. I mean, dress down is a thing. They could have swords. Just is what it is, folks. Do I want to do Time Vault? Like, I'm not going to get the Vault through the Force. That's the issue. So I just don't think that's a winning line. If they force here, that would be pretty aggressive. Hull Breacher's pretty nice. It does get rid of Lavinia as well. Okay, they do have the dress down. Okay, can't stop it. All right. So I am losing this game here, but so this is Lurus likely to hand. Okay. Okay. So I am losing because I can't manage Lurus right now. And we'll take a peek again here. I've got Hull Breacher. And they're just going to cast Lurus. God, would I love it if they forced this. I'm not going to be able to win the Lurus battle here because they have Force of Will, but the issue is I'm going to get Force of Will out of their hand somehow. Yep. Yep. You're going to go after my Time Bolt. I didn't even realize I'm at 2 life here. It's pretty funny. They're going to counter this anyways. Yep, just a little bit too much value. Intuition. Nothing there. Well, I mean, Force of Will is a dead card here now. So is that with Lavinia. Let's see what we can find, folks. I could probably wheel. Okay, they got me. All right, so Lurus. And as I said earlier, I do think this is going to be a difficult matchup for me. They just have a lot of control. My hope is that they will side out this is for Lavinia. They'll side out their swords. Probably want a basic. I could see a Soul Guide Lantern coming in. I really think Tinker is just so awful in this deck. It's crazy to be doing this, but I'm going to take Mika Koro out. Let's try this. See if we can get to a game 3 here, folks. So much of what my opponent's deck is just really relying on Lurus to be able to recur their stuff. But I don't think it warrants enough for me to play ley lines. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. We're going to try and twist, right? Did resolve. Okay. So that's good for me because my opponent didn't get to choose whether they liked their hand or not. We didn't do amazing on ours, but it's totally serviceable. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. They had a good start. I would like to time walk here, but maybe I can wait a turn here. We have Hull Breacher and Flusterstorm up, and Saga, and just Lauren revealed here, which is pretty reasonable. And hopefully they're just sitting back on making constructs here. I mean, they can bring Lurus back and attempt to put Lurus into play. Mm-hmm. Okay, just making constructs, guys. Maybe have a dress down. I cannot say. Nice. Okay, that does stop my guy. Very well timed. What do we want to do here? Black Lotus does seem good, doesn't it? They're going to have some big old constructs, though, aren't they? I think first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to time walk. Let's see if that works. Then I'm going to Ancestral myself. If they force a will here, I think it's fine to let it go. I would like the Ancestral to resolve, but they're going to negate. Okay. Storm is 3. I mean, I guess I can fluster this. I have not played a land yet this turn. Okay, they have Force of Will. So they're down to 1 card here. So they're all in on these sagas, which is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to let that happen. I guess we'll play a Hull Breacher here and try and set up a big wheel. Because I have the red Mox, I'm going to get a double black here. Just to cast a Hull Breacher. And we'll pass turn. And next turn, we'll see if we can get a wheel going. Let's brainstorm. We're looking for a wheel here. We did not find one. Like, none of these were great. What if I put the top away? See, I'm losing these cards if I do this, right? So how can I find a wheel this turn? Make it work. So I could play Narset. Right, so if I put top away, well, what if I put... I'm going to put the Saga away for sure. He's going to be able to bring Lurus back into dress down next turn to turn off my Hull Breacher. I feel like my best bet is probably to put Narset back. I'm going to play Sensei's top. And take a look with Sensei's top. I could Mystical, but that's not going to accomplish a ton here. They're going to have Lurus next turn. So this is a dead card. Yeah, I just got choked on mana here. That's the issue I have. I can play Narset here if I want to pop my top. Yeah, I certainly did not play this optimally, but because the construct is going to kill Narset next turn. But let's see what we can find. Pretty bad. All right, well, I feel like we kind of blew this one here. Three. All right, it just is what it is. I have to let Narset go. We're just going to have to top deck here. I mean, my opponent is not going to want to use Dress Down out of their yard. That's the good news. So we are going to be somewhat reliant on what we can find on top of our library. And no, just hope our opponent is out of resources here. I'm presuming it's just a Lotus, would be my guess. They might get a Sensei's Top if they're concerned about me setting up a kill here. We're not out of this though. I mean, we have lots of decent draws. The bauble. Okay, they're going to do baubles. Oh, that's sweet. Do they have a swords then? They must. One card in hand. Maybe they forgot about Hull Breacher. I mean, I'm going to let them kill Narset, and I'm going to let them swords my thing. I have no choice, right? Like, I can telegraph the play, but I can't block with Hull Breacher. It's just too important right now. Hopefully they don't have it. Lurus, okay. Oh, Time Walk, okay. Well, they're going to give me a treasure. They've forgotten about their baubles. I mean, they can bring Lurus back and cast it, which is still pretty solid. That's what's happening here. Yep. All right, guys, we're going to have to get lucky off the top here. I mean, we've got a turn to draw, so we're not in the worst position. Bauble does put me down to 7. But we've got 2 wheels. We've got a number of tutors in our deck, hopefully Demonic Tutor, if we're going to draw one of those. Sensei's Top would be great. Bowmaster. Okay, that is not optimal. But it does keep me alive. Just hope they don't draw Force of Will. Maybe I just do it now. No, I'm going to gamble. I'm a gambling man today, guys. Just coming with everything. So I can kill Lurus here. And I probably will block it. Oh, did they find a force here? That would be really bad luck if they ripped a force. But that's maybe why you play around it. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. They found a force. Okay. All right. Yeah, good games. Very good games. Okay, guys, here we are in round 5. Playing Captain Planet. They could be on anything here. Bizarre. Let's hope it's Dredge. But no Dredgers. Is that too much to ask? Could be. Okay, they are playing the combo version. Or, excuse me, the control version, which is probably not good for me. Okay. Probably Hull Breacher is better here, is my guess, because it is mana efficient and it's harder to counter. So this is unfortunate for sure. But hopefully the Hull Breacher will give me some mana. Let's see if they have a, Mindbreak Trap could be a thing here. Yep. So we got just hosed all the way around here. They had all the tools. I did not want to play into Mindbreak Trap there. I was sensitive about passing the turn for sure. But now if we get Wastelanded here, which is a pretty reasonable thing to do, we're in trouble. Let's see what happens here. Okay, no Wasteland. So what do I want to do? Do I want a Vampiric in my upkeep here? Probably I do. And I think I just get a Black Lotus, right? Yep. See if that resolves. May not. So, I don't really want to give them a full 7 here. But I am going to cast this main phase. I think it's going to be tough for them to counter this one. Just getting roughed up left, right, and center, guys. All right. I guess that was a reason to pass turn, wasn't it? I played into that. My opponent should not be bazaring here. This is not where you want to bazaar. Because they're drawing a card with Master of Death there, or Master of Death goes to their hand, they're going to have better discard equity. But they got away with that one. Shieldred. I mean, we've got some game against this deck. It just when they keep the full 7, it's a really tough match. They're just sitting on counter magic now. They're just going to bazaar end of turn. I think we can concede here comfortably. Okay, so we're playing against Squee. We certainly have some decent tools against them. I think Mikokoro is what I need to be doing here. Merchant's Roll can probably go. I think we can cut Probe. 64. What don't we really need here? I think we can probably cut Volt Key. I think Narset is probably not great. Yeah, tough call. Tough call. Cut a wheel. I feel like ensuring that I have proper mana development is with Lauren revealed is pretty important, and being able to fight over my spells with Force of Will is probably pretty good. Not an amazing hand. Of course, they kept their 7. You know what? I am going to play my Opal down, or my Petal, just because of Chalice. They were just worried about Orcish Bowmasters. I'm not going to do my thing here. That's really weird timing. Probably going to get countered, but maybe not. I think they were looking to just tempo me out here. No? Okay. They didn't counter my Time Walk. Let's see if they counter my Twister. They did. Okay. Here go. They'll go after my Saga here. And then I guess we'll try and set them up with a Tabernacle. Okay, and I found the strip mine. Play a hollow one, please. I'm not going to play around negation here. I just don't have the luxury of doing that. Yep. So the good news for me is that they don't really have any squeeze going or masters, which is helpful for me. The bad news is I don't have much going on here. Oh, wow. Wonder why they would have that in. They mustn't know what I'm playing. They think I'm on Lavinia or something. Like, there's no way they're having the foresight that I'm on Shieldred. Like, this deck I'm playing is, like, not a thing, really. Taking a little bit of a risk not playing that out, but the fact my opponent's not going here is quite interesting. I mean, if you're ever disheartened, I mean, that's the literal worst draw in my deck. I don't like how my opponent's playing this, but I guess they're just playing around Bowmaster. But they should be desperately trying to get Squeeze going here. Likely just going to get Vigored here, countered, but I mean, we're going to do it anyways. Okay. Strip mine, yep. My Saga, yep. Okay. So now if I draw a land, it puts an awkward tension on them with Shieldred. They can bounce it, but it means they can't pay for. They pay for their hollow one next turn. I'm going to get to replay it. They're going to feel like an all-star here, but having that Caracas in their play in hand. But if they want to keep their hollow one here, they're going to have to pay. Now they're taxed to do. Hopefully, they don't find a land here. Okay, they didn't. It was a great draw. Yep. Hollow one down. Looking for a wasteland here. There's all the Squeeze. So that's unfortunate for me. Oh, that was a good draw, guys. That was a really good draw. Yeah, I just don't want to mess around with them having squeeze there. They maybe find some here, and I mean it's suboptimal, but they are low on resources here. We were pretty close to actually casting Sphinx there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good win for us there. Good win. I like how we're built here. Yep. I mean, it's only good so far that my opponent won't have a lot of squeeze going here, but we could just die to creatures here. Another 7 kept by my opponent. Unreal. They just have vigor, eh? Okay, there's one Root Walla. Okay, that's fine. Leyline is pretty good against Holovine. If you make them play fair, where they've got to discard a lot of their cards, it's very powerful. Now the issue we have here is that if my opponent goes off with a lot of like hollow ones or something like that, it's going to be tough on me because I need to get through their counter magic. Okay, Mox. All right. If I find a non-saga land next turn, I can trick them with Hull Breacher. Perhaps. Force of Will. Very nice draw. They just want to do this with the trigger on the stack. Yep. Okay. We're hanging around, guys. Okay. No wasteland here. Bazaring now. Okay. Smart. I am liking drawing these sagas. They could force a vigor here. I think I will try it. Do I have a basic here? I should. All right, we got it, guys. Nice 4-1. Beat a really powerful deck in Hollowvine, and it does feel good because I did not really feel favored in that particular game. But the fetches were and leyline were pretty vital. Anyways, guys, I really did enjoy playing this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, did not play it optimally in some spots, but as there's a lot of nuances that go into playing a deck like this properly. But it was a blast. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you hanging out. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that